Yeah, I'm a single dad with 4 kids. I like to open up with that because, well, honestly, I'm trying to see if anybody will hear that and actually want to go out with me. You know, it's interesting though when you meet somebody online and you really start, chatting and everything, and you think that you're hitting it off, but then you find out they're really just interested in selling you protein shakes, vitamins, or you helping them with their GoFundMe account. But the fun thing is dating someone that's in better shape than you. Honestly, it's not that hard for me to find somebody in better shape than me. The hard part is convincing them to go out with me. But when you do that, then they try and convince you to go on a cleanse. I wasn't aware that on a cleanse was a destination. But I'll warn you, if you haven't done this yet, you need a few tips. Like, I thought it meant that I was going to take a shower or something, right? But oh no. You do end up trapped in the same room with the shower. Just more in a sitting position. Now, if you do this, be sure and take your cord for your phone and a portable charger with you. And just hope you don't have to get up to reboot the router. After a while, you may get a visit from a priest who's going to splash you with holy water, all right? I really understand the go part of a cleanse now. But, speaking about butts, if you're a parent, you've probably heard the phrase, "but mom" or "but dad" in that whiny voice, right? Usually when you go by the toys section. It kind of goes like this. "Hey dad, can I get a slammer jammer jumpin' Jehoshaphat?" Or whatever name of toy your kid wants, right? "No, not today, son." Then it starts. "But dad, all the other kids have them." "Not today, son, maybe next week." Then it escalates. "But dad, I'm the only kid that doesn't have one except for Weird Jimmy. You don't want me to turn out like Weird Jimmy, do ya?" Then I teach a little history lesson here. You know what other kids were called weird growing up? Albert Einstein, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. And he replies, "and Hitler." Well played, kid. How much is this toy? But being a parent is an adventure, I mean, like, my oldest son just recently got engaged. Yeah, well, thanks, I say I'm not losing a son, I'm just gaining another nerd into the fold, And that's okay, if you knew them, that's fine. But since Tim's not here, we're going to talk about him, okay? I'm actually just glad we made it to this point. I mean, because honestly, when he was a little kid, he had 3 broken bones before he turned 12. Not all at the same time. We didn't have that knock on the door from DHS, no, but he managed to spread them out, Like his first one was at 5, his second one was at 10, and then I guess he lost count because his third one was at 12. But I remember when he was 11 and he didn't have a cast on, we had gone to the spring band recital where he played in the 6th grade band. And they got done, and he came and sat with me up in the stands, and then we watched the 7th grade band walk in. And the girls were up here, and the boys were down here. And with a serious look on his face, he looks over at me and he says, "I guess this is it." I said, "This is what?" He said, "I guess this is as tall as I'm gonna get, Dad." Now I look up to this kid, right? Well, when he was in high school, I remember he was in English class, And the teacher had a novel on her desk, a classic piece of literature, right? And he goes up to her and he says, "Hey, that's a great book." And she said, "Wow, this is one of my favorites. So you've read Anna Karenina?" And I said, "Tim, when did you read Anna Karenina?" He said, "I did lie." Then when he got to be a senior in high school, he was president of the science club. So I asked him, "Tim, how did you become president of the science club? I didn't know that was one of your things." He said, "Well, Dad, I saw all these posters hanging up and down the hall that said science club meeting in this room. And so I poked my head in there to see what kind of nerds would be in the science club. And I was the only one there. Ta-da!" You know, does anybody get the phone book? No, I mean, not physically get the phone book. Do you understand why they're still printing the phone book? I mean, come on. I mean, do you actually pick it up and take it into the house and use it? No. I mean, when the little troll drops it off by my mailbox, you know, do you actually pick it up and take it to the recycle bin? Me, I don't. I leave it out there by the mailbox to warn the troll like a rotting corpse not to leave another one. I'm up to 5 corpses so far. You know, but back in the 90s, I guess I've always had this thing since the 90s against the phone book. Because back in the 90s, back when it was important to be in the phone book, I mean, you would wait for it to come out, and then you would turn the pages to find your name printed in a book. Yeah, big deal, right? Yeah, search the web now. You can find all kinds of things with your name on there. But anyway, back then it was kind of a cool thing. And so I'd moved to a new town, I'd been there for a little while, and the phone book came out. And so I'm looking there, I'm looking in the S's, and I'm not in there. And I thought, well, okay, maybe I haven't been here long enough.